God is dead is probably one of the most famous quotes, yet misquoted. Nietzsche said it famously in this book, Also sprach Zarathustra. Sort of other people also said it, but okay, he made it really famous. But it had actually nothing to do. Yes, Nietzsche was an atheist, and yes, he died, and I get the bumper sticker things, God is dead, God says Nietzsche is dead. But the sad story is much worse than all of that, because the saying wasn't just that. In German it was a long story, but okay, the gist of it was, Gott ist tot und wir haben ihn getötet. So it means God is dead, but we have killed him. So why did Nietzsche say that? We've killed God, because of what he saw in late 19th century Europe. He said people sort of outlived their need for God, or so it seemed like. So maybe he saw it because of hypocrisy within religion, or the systems or the ideologies around him, and so he called us to be the Übermensch, Superman. Now, before you burn your children's comics, those two they're not related. Nietzsche didn't start the comic series Superman. Doesn't really sound that good in German. Übermensch, So anyway, okay, back to the story. So, what does the Übermensch do? Well, the Übermensch choose for himself morals or values to live by, and so he creates this great society for himself. The problem is we're not that good at it. So we every time we try to create sort of economic policy or philosophy or ideology, be it capitalism, Marxism, communism, whatever it is, there's flaws. In religion there's flaws, and you could say, well, in Christianity there's flaws, and I don't know all the other religions, but I assume there's flaws too, So, but the flaws are actually the people. That's mostly the flaws. So people start a church or new church because the leaders can't agree with each other, People start a political party because this person can't agree with that person. People start, different ideologies because they're oppressed. But once they're free, they oppress other people, So the people they the problem, we the problem. So you would say, well, Reinhard, is there any hope? It sounds like it's all hopeless, and that's another thing Nietzsche spoke about. Nihilism is what's the point of it all? Well, I think there is a point. There is hope. But the hope is for us to choose values that works not just for us, but for your kids, your family, your neighborhood, your company, but not just for the owners and the managers, for the people on the shop floor, the people in the retail outlets, for your clients, for your suppliers, for your political party, but also for the other political party, for your country, but also for the other country. So they need to work for everybody, because if they don't work for everybody, they actually work for nobody. So that's why we get stuff like wars and famine, and because they're driven by anger and greed and insecurities and hatred, And how does that start? It's one person telling another person, I am so angry, so-and-so did this, or this party did this, or those sort of people did that. And this escalates. So what is the answer? What the answer is to do those things that you choose, as I said, not just for you, but for everybody else. And you say, well, so Reinhard, are you saying we can indeed be perfect? We can be the Übermensch. We all can be loving and peaceful and recycle and never make a mistake and be patient. No, I'm not saying that. I know we will make mistakes. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. We are not the Ubermensch. We are not Superman. But when we make a mistake, when we see it, we admit it, we fix it, whatever way that is. I don't know, different ways, different mistakes, different ways, you know. And we move on. Because the opposite is dire. The opposite is world wars and famine and these things I spoke about. So I want to encourage you to not give in to fear. If things don't work out or people hurt, you know, continue from one day to another. Work with the people around you. You know, so is this the answer to everything? And well, I think it's a beginning. You know, so it's the everyday person. You know, so I don't want to start a new ideology or philosophy or religion or whatever. I just want to encourage you and me to just be the ordinary person to try to do well. And when we make a mistake, you know, admit it, fix it, and move on. You know, that's the best we can do. And therein is hope. And therein people give. If you say sorry, they say, it's okay, thanks for saying sorry. It's when you're patient and somebody smiles and nods. It's when you see somebody that needs help and you help him. It's the person you don't know that you care for. Those small things, they make the difference from day to day, and let's do more of them. Thank you very much. Till next time.